Hi everybody, welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. From amigurumi to weaving and anything in between. If you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Kim, Friday morning. Woohoo! Well, I hope it's still morning by the time I get it out to you. I have been fighting with computers and cameras and hookups, and I just got a remote for the camera and some cords, and now I got to download stuff. I don't know. I've had this camera for so long that I don't have the manual for it anymore. And so it's a matter of going on YouTube or Google or whatever and trying to figure out how to anyway. I said this morning I'd rather go back to when we're using number 2 pencils and sticks to communicate. I've had enough. So let me start our crafting discussion with dun, da, da, da. It's not glued in, but here's an idea. There's the fish. He's finished. He is finished. There we go. He's going to sit probably like that, but more like up like that. I'm thinking I'll paint the background blue-ish, just like a light dusty blue. But yeah, I think it came out pretty cool. So in that comes a confession. Remember last week when I first started quilling and I was like, everything I need fits in this little box. I've upgraded a little. I've got a few more things. So I went to Michael's yesterday, and here's all the papers. Now here's how the papers come. They're attached. All different shades of green on this one. And then this one here is all different shades of yellow. Blue, red, purple. All in here. So I have those. The deal is I ordered from Temu and it didn't get here in time, and I wanted to finish that fish. And so I went to Michael's. While I was at Michael's, I found a couple cool things to go with my quilling. So one of them is reverse action tweezers. So I got that. And then there was this thing. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I need a different system here, but for right now, I've got all my tools in here. Oh yeah, the tweezers are in here. So let me find, I'll show you all the tools. Now this is going to be what the live is Tuesday night. So you obviously don't need all of these things. I just have them because I get hyper focused on something and then I can't not. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this thing is called a husking board. And it's really pretty awesome. So it's a little board with holes in it. Okay. And then in this part right here, you can see you can pull this out, and in there are all these little pegs. They look like that. So you stick the pegs in here, and then you can stick the other pegs around it and make a pattern. So I was playing with that this morning. It's going to take some getting used to, just like everything else, but here are some of the things you can make with it. Look at that. You know I'm going to try that today. But it doesn't have to be that difficult. I mean, you can go as simple as that, but this you can use a comb for or a fork. Yeah, so it's really create the perfect weed tiers, geometric shapes, petals, leaves, and more. So yeah, and it gives you step by step. So I got this. I did need the tweezers though. I found that without the tweezers, my hands were getting all sticky because of the glue. So with the tweezers, and they're the same tweezers that you use for your Cricut. So if you have a Cricut tool set, it's the same idea, just a different color. Which, same idea. Which I got to get used to. Reverse tweezers. But yeah, so that's the same idea. And like I said, you don't have to have this super looper thing. Really, a regular comb will work. So if you have an old comb, bring that Tuesday. And then I did finally learn how to use this. It is a powered version of this. So this is the manual tool that you slide the paper in and you twirl it. This is the battery operated one. It does the same thing. And I find that sometimes, like when I'm using a full strip, this, I do like using it, excuse me, but I find myself using this much more often than I do the power one. But you know me, had to have it. So in my little toolkit, I have a little snippy scissor thing. I think it's actually came with something to do with one of my sewing kits or yarn or something. And then I have this pointy thing, which helps you, is it focusing? It helps you apply the glue, and it also helps you manipulate some of the circles. Like if the circle gets too tight, you can jiggle this around in there and move the paper around. I also got myself a pen, a glue stick pen. Oh my goodness, sorry. Which is very helpful. Glue sticks work, but this is a little smaller. What I was hoping was to get one with a smaller end. Not yet. So let me just tell you the reason I'm yawning today. My neighbor decided to send a text at 1:30. And it was some rambling, crazy, silly text. So I sent back a question mark. And I'm like, you know, it's 1:30 in the morning. What are you? It was almost like a carry on of a conversation that we were not having. So I wrote back a question mark, and then I fell back to sleep. And then she answered. So it was kind of like I was woke up twice. And of course, once I'm woken up twice, I'm not getting back to sleep. So I've been kind of up since 1:30. Much to Fritzy's dismay. My dog, he's laying in his little bed looking at me like, don't. So I will not bring him out to introduce him to you, excuse me. So yeah, all of these little tools for now fit in this cute little case. You gotta be careful not to set off the electric one. Oh, upside down. It's another one of those things where I said, what am I buying this case for? And now I know. It fits my little tools perfectly. So, but once I zip it, it stops. So yeah, those are the tools I got yesterday. Plus I got a bunch of paper. I also, where is it? I got a couple different colors of the Easter grass. Because, of course, they were 80% discount, you know. So I got those. Yeah, so I need to make sure that's not running. So I have to pick my next picture. And you will be very proud of me. I used restraint. I walked right past the coloring books, and I did not buy a new one. Right out loud, I'm like, you have enough coloring books. you don't need to buy a new one. So, of course, the lady with her kid next to me is like, okay, honey, walk away. She's weird. So that happened. I just found a little teeny scissor I might tuck in there with my tools. So I think yesterday on the live I did, we came across a turtle. Here he is. I think he might be my next one. I'm going to go ahead and clip that open. And even that rabbit would be cool, but I think I'm going to start with this turtle. You know what I noticed is I do have a bunch of different greens, but I don't have any brown. I wonder if that's a special pack to order with browns and blacks. There we go. So I got that ready to start later. So can we talk cameras? I'm just sitting here looking at this and I'm like, oh. Because although I think I might have figured out what's wrong with this camera, the web camera, because for a few of the episodes it was stuttering. What I was doing was, you know how I have the open for the coffee with Kim. I was reusing the same video file on my program. And I think it was just getting to the point where, I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know enough to know enough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing all of it. I'm guessing. So for right now, I'm just going to put this away. I'm hoping my nephew comes home soon because he will be able to come in here and hook all this up for me. I do have a microphone coming, but I'm going to beg him to hook all this up for me so I don't have to fight with it. Ooh, this will be a nice little case if I need it for something. But yeah, I was just not cut out for this. I can stumble through most things as far as computers, but this is way above my pay grade. So we're going to set that there and hope it figures itself out. I gotta turn that. So yeah, that was yesterday. And thank you all, those of you who joined me on my random live. Like I said, I really was just looking for an excuse not to do housework. And that was it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just go live. So I did. That was a nice visit with everybody. I did actually end up cleaning some of that room. I didn't get it all done because I'm still working on the domino effect. So while I have everything in the camper that I need to have in there, I now need to organize. Sorry, my hair. I now need to organize everything. It's 1 week till the show. So what I'm going to do is sit out there. I bought, you would think I would be able to find pricing stickers, but I bought regular stickers that I'm going to use as pricing stickers, which I don't even know what I did with them now. But I don't know. So I'm going to use those to try to put prices because I know that a lot of times when I go to these shows or go to estate sales or go to whatever, the biggest complaint by people is, well, there's no prices on anything. So I want to have prices on everything, but I'm also going to have a sign that says, you know, if you don't like the price, let's talk, or something to that effect, because I don't want to jeopardize a sale because something's $1 too high. You know what I mean? And there's some people that don't like to dicker. There's some people that just makes them very uncomfortable. I am not one of them. I find it fun to haggle over prices, especially at shows like that. I think it's what they're there for. So I don't mind it, but I'm trying to, go with the masses and trying to please them. So, I found this shirt yesterday. It says, sorry, I have plans with my dog. So I had to have it. So I'm honored and excited. My daughter has asked me to go with her to the baby's first round of shots in his next checkup. So I'm like, absolutely. It's actually the day I'm supposed to be setting up for the flea market, but it's a day early. So there's the super early day, and then there's the early day, and then there's the show. So I'm only missing the super early day. I don't care. And I already have my space, so it's not like they're going to give my space away. So I'm not worried about it, and I'm excited to go help my daughter with the baby. So, all right. Also, yesterday, while we were chatting away, oh, that's got to come up there. I was working on this. Excuse me again. I do apologize for my throat. Hopefully, when summer comes, that will calm itself down just a little bit. All right. So, I don't want to reveal it yet until I get this clip on here. Sometimes my fingers don't like to work these clips. All right. So this goes this way. There we go. So here we got this little purse. I'm going to put a magnet in here. Let me pull this out. Might as well do it while we're talking about it, right? So that I don't forget what I'm doing. So I'm going to put a magnet right in here. And then I will cover it on the other side with a button or something. I'll hot glue a button on there. And that way this will snap shut with a magnet. Some of these are just so cute, I want to keep them myself. I guess that'll be my backup, right? If I don't sell them at the show, I'll just be like, well, then I can just keep them. Or I can give them as gifts. I know not everybody wants a handmade gift, but everybody that knows me knows they're probably going to get one. So that is just the way it goes around me. All right, hold on now. Oh, my fingers. Sometimes they just do not want to behave. So there we go. Well, isn't that cute? Cute as a button. Yeah, I like it. There we go. Okay, so there's that. So, of course, I was out and about yesterday. And so the Michaels is here, Salvation Army is here, and there's another thrift store right there. So I stopped in well, both of them. And I know, I have too much yarn, but I always look in the yarn bin because you never know when you're going to get bamboo or anything like that. And there was something in there that was 70% tanguis. I don't know that word. Tanguis and 25% linen. And I had never felt linen before. It's kind of nice. So there's what it is. Come on, focus. There we go. So it's ripped, but I can do the math and see that it's 25% linen. So there's that. I hope it focuses. And it's olive green. So I'm sure I could make my sister Linda something, maybe even if I just make her an olive. And then there was this bag, and I haven't opened it yet, but I bought it and I saw that there's labels in here. So if you hear something weird, my cats seem to be playing out in the hallway. Okay, so this is so soft. Wool-like Simile Lane from Loops and Threads, 675 yards, a one weight. Now this is super thin, and they're all about the same. So it is cool gray, and it is 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. I actually really like that wrap. So gray, pink, nice, was it orange? It looks orange on there. And then, what color is this called? Beige. Okay. So these all came together. Wouldn't that be pretty? I think I'm going to make something, all of these together. But I just want to read the labels because they did, when they donated, they tucked the labels in here. So let me put these guys back because there's a couple more in here I want to show you. Now I have a habit of whenever I see the sugar and cream cotton, I grab it because I like to make stuff with it. So I just figure I grab it. But look at these. Those were just sitting next to the others. They're the same size. They're the same weight. So I'm, okay. There's that. Sorry about the noise of the bag. So look at how pretty those colors are together. And they look to be about the same weight. Maybe it might be a little thicker, but so I'm thinking I can put all of these together. Ready? Let me know what you think. If I can do this. I'm going to hold them all up. Ugh. I think they all work really, really well together. This would just be a nice contrast somewhere in whatever I'm making. So I really like that. Hot Pink, that's that one. True Boo by Lion Brand. 100% rayon from bamboo. So that's what the hot pink is. So soft. Wow, so soft. What else? The charcoal, which is the darker color. That's the acrylic and the nylon. Pattern included for what she's wearing on here, which I really like. Maybe I'll just make that. Saying to use an 8mm hook with that. Hold on. Size 8mm crochet hook. That makes no sense whatsoever. I certainly wouldn't use an 8mm. Especially when down here it says to use a 3.5mm. I'll have to do some more. If you guys know why it would say that or do that, let me know. Maybe it's just to get the drape on that pattern, right? And then there's the 4 acrylic. The color, come on, give me the color, is blush. Okay, so that, yeah, that's this one. That is not a 4. I'm sorry. I'm thinking it's a 3, but whatever. It's beautiful. Oh, I love that color. And there is that pattern. The pattern for that is on the inside. That reminds me of those old horse blankets that we used to have on the farm. They were those colors. A little bit rougher than this, though. And the other color is called light gray. So there we go. So yes, I did buy new, and it was fun because I meet people. Okay, so I was in there and I'm looking at the yarn, and I realized they had the yarn in a big tub in front of all the other crafts, which I went through and got some cool stuff in there too. I got a lot of cards like this that are already really cool and pretty, and they're blank. So I can take this, maybe add some quilling to it, add some other stuff to it. So that's pretty neat. So I found a bunch of them, but behind this, or in front of this, was this huge bucket full of yarn. And I'm literally in there talking to it. I'm like, well, I don't need you. You're kind of cool. I'm going to get you. And so So I look up and there's this woman patiently waiting for me. See, these are the kind of stickers I wanted. Anyway, there's this woman patiently waiting for me. And I realized, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, because she wanted to get, like, the bucket was here and there was a thing of material. You know, like you go to the material part of the craft store and they roll out this big thing and they cut it for them. There were a few of those. So she was waiting to look at that. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And she goes, no, 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 take your time. I said, well, I was really, she goes, just talking to the yarn. I get it. She said, she goes, I tell my friends I don't buy too much yarn. I just knit slower than I shop. It's like, that's brilliant. So I slid the bucket out of the way and she's looking through the material and I'm looking through the yarn. And she wanted to look through the yarn so badly, but she waited patiently for me to be finished. How cool is that? I mean, I don't know the etiquette, but I have been looking at yarn sometimes and had people just like mong in there and start. I'm like, dude, don't you see me in here? You see me doing this. But so she was very, very nice, very sweet. And then I turn around and I look and there's two other ladies waiting. I'm like, you do all realize I don't need any of this yarn. I just want it. I said, and plus I'm looking through to see if there's any kinds I haven't used or touched or seen before. And they're like, oh, you go right ahead. We get it. So it's pretty fun to find kindred spirits at a thrift store. So yeah, it was a pretty good. Let me see if I can show you some of the cards I got. Of course, what else did I get? So in the bottom, and this just pays to show you, sorry for my butt, that was terrible. But this just goes to show you, look through everything because they throw stuff in. And there was this bucket called just crafts. So I dug through, I found googly eyes for 25 cents. More googly eyes. And check these out. I don't know why I need them, but I need them. But these wink at you. I don't know if you can, will it work? Yeah, you see them? The bottom two. They open and they close. So I got them. How fun is that? Too fun. And yes, I have a complete container of eyeballs. And the reason I have this is because I was looking for these googly eyes forever and I couldn't find them. And now they're everywhere. So I just stick them in there and I have them for when I need them. But let me grab these cards and show you. Oh, there's the stickers. All right. So don't go anywhere. I'm right here. So now, mind you, I am looking for stickers to make price tags with. And these are what I want. This is exactly, I think I have to go to an office supply store maybe, or I'll just, if I order them on Amazon right now, I'll have them. So in Michael's, oh, these aren't stickers. In Michael's, I found some lady, because I walked everywhere. I went in the sticker aisle. I went in the scrapbooking aisle. I went in the invitations aisle. I went everywhere I could think of looking for these. So I said to her, I said, excuse me. And I always hate interrupting them when they're working. Like she's busy. She's organizing the shelves or whatever. She's not in customer service, so I'm bothering her now, you know. So I said, can you tell me where I can find just blank little like pricing stickers? So she goes over to the jewelry and she gets the stickers that are like on a string, which are fine for a lot of the things. But first of all, it's like $6 for 10 of them. That's not happening. You know me better than that. If I'm paying $6, I better be getting at least 2,000 of them because, you know, that's what it is. So I ended up, this I found at the thrift store. I haven't opened it yet. Let's see what the heck's going on in here. It comes with a little pen, and I'm thinking the pen writes on it. This might work. I've got a couple bigger things. Yeah, so this is like chalkboard material. So for my bigger things, I've got a couple chests and stuff. And then there's the pen that writes on it. That'll work in a pinch. I will put that in my bag to bring with me. Or maybe I might spend the day pricing things. But then I went over to the sticker aisle and I found these. If I write small, if I write small, it's about the same surface space as that little sticker I was looking for. So I got those. I think I'm just going to go to Amazon and, I mean, come on. I'll get like 1 billion of them for a nickel. So watch, I won't, right? It'll be terrible. Sorry, gravity. I'm dropping stuff. What are these? I found this scrapbook kit, 22 assorted die cuts. Yeah, that was in with all the eyeballs and stuff. Like I said, I could always use these for cards, as well as pretty much anything for scrapbooking can be used for making cards and postcards. I like the postcards. But since I have these cards, so let me show you. So you saw this one, okay? And then let me see if I can, oh, there's some pretty ones, right? This one says thank you. And then sending thanks. Look at that flower. That's cool, right? It's made out of the words that say, you would think it would say thank you, but it doesn't. It says happy thoughts and happy is now, or time to be happy is now. Anyway, you can't really make out the words anyway. See? I mean, they're on there, but you're not really going to read them. And then this one's kind of neat. Thank you. And there's just, are there any the same? They look like a set. Like here's a couple that are similar. Put them together. Running out of space. All right, and these. One more abstract. See, here's these stickers. Maybe I'll save them and reuse them. I'm going to save all these little stickers that I got. And they did not charge me $1 for these. She charged me 25 cents a piece for these. But that's what I'm doing. I'm saving these stickers. And I'm going to use them. Hey, save a penny wherever you can, right? Save a penny. And just in case I can't find them on Amazon, I will have a handful of them. So there's these. Let me pick that one off. So there's another one with the flower that has the words on it, but it says gracias instead of thank you. The flower is made out of the same thing. And then, yeah, so this is part of the other one. This goes with that. All right, I get it. I get it. Well, I love it, though. I have sets of thank you cards for like nothing. Oh, yeah, I'm loving this. Hold on. Let me get a piece of plastic to set these on, right? That way. Where'd it go? Oh, my goodness. Why do you guys put up with me? I don't know where. There it is. Okay, so if I stick these on here, I know they'll come off quickly and I can reuse them, right? I'll just make the one into whatever I need it to be, unless it is a one. How am I going to know how to price things? I'll Google some stuff, I guess. I mean, I don't want to give stuff away, but I certainly don't want to come home with stuff. I want it to be gone. Be gone. Because I can't. My whole goal is to clean out the garage and get rid of stuff. You know, I certainly don't want to come home with it. So that's going to have to be a decision. Oh, check out this one. That's really nice. And here's a sunflower one. Hold on. Let me just pull these stickers off. I know. I'm sorry. It's a long video. I'm just jabbering. There's that. So while I'm talking, let me remind you that Coffee with Kim is live tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. and tomorrow and Sunday. And then I have a live on Tuesday. It was going to be members only, but I only have 2 members, which is very exciting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So exciting to have members. I can't take it. But I have 2 members, so I figured I'm going to wait until I get a handful of members, and then I'll do a members only live or something. So Tuesday night at 7:30, we're going to do quilling together. So I'm going to have everything all set up, and we're going to just do some quilling together. I'll show you the basics that I learned, and they're kind of cool. Those will be perfect for cards. So I'll show you the basics that I learned, and we'll make a couple flowers and stuff. And I know a few of you have already ordered your beginner kits, so that's really fun. Don't worry about it if you didn't or you can't. Just come hang out. Come see it. You know what? Come see if you like it before you even buy anything, right? So, and you know what? Since that's so colorful and quilling is so colorful, I think I'll do that as a giveaway Tuesday. I'll give away that poncho. It's just so cute. I can't help it. So that'll be the giveaway for Tuesday night. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves the poncho. So let me show you what else I did. I was working on this at one point. So I made myself, I took an old lunch bag that was really beat up on the outside. And the zipper still worked. The inside's still perfect. So I took what was left of those. I mean, it still needs some stuff. I'm still working on it, but isn't that cute? Made a little, it's probably going to be more like a sewing bag or something. It's not big enough for my quilling, just saying. So that's the ton of stuff I got into yesterday and got completed yesterday. I'm really happy I finished that fish. So I think I might paint that background, stain the wood. Jill the White. Sorry, just reminded me of that song. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I mean, there is a cool picture on the back, but I bought it for the frame. So I'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, all right. So I have the link below in the description for you to join my channel. So I would love, 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 love if you would join. It's very exciting. I think I've got a lot of really fun stuff planned. While we're on the lives, I'm going to ask you, would you rather do the same? Ooh, Fritzy just coughed. I'm going to ask, would you rather do the same craft a few times, or would you like to do a different one each week? We can get into all that, you know, when we do the live. So the link for the live to join my channel will be down there. Also, thank you to those who have joined my Coffee with Kim. That's cool. Help support my yarn addiction. Let's see. Also, I have, let's see, what did I do? Live. Oh, book club. So Wednesday at 3 o'clock is our final meeting for the Book Thief. At that meeting, we'll discuss the Book Thief, and then we're going to pick what book is next. So what we've decided is we're going to take the top 25 from like the New York Times bestsellers, and I'll put them in a drawing and see which one randomly gets picked. We're trying to do a book that none of us have read yet, so we can all discuss it for the first time. So I think that'll be fun. We really are having some great discussions. I really love the discussions we're having. So even if you haven't read any of the books, like right now we're reading The Book Thief. So if you want to read the book and come on, join us or watch the movie. It's an hour and a half. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for starting your Friday with me. I hope you have a great day. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day outside. Hopefully it's a beautiful day where you are. And always remember, be happy, be kind, and be creative. I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow live.